Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on What's Brewing with Jim and Gigi on this fine Tuesday morning. Yet another cold morning here with still snow on the ground. Not going anywhere for a little while.
I just want to talk about a snowstorm. There's so many things going through my head regarding this historical snowstorm. And again, for most of us, I say almost all of us, we've never seen this kind of snow in eastern Carolina. So you go all the way back to 1989 towards the coast, and then 1980, places like some of the inland counties, Greenville, Greene County, Martin County, points along that line and west. 1980, so it's 46 years.
Wow.
And that puts it in perspective, right?
Right.
46
right,
years since this much snow has blanketed the ground. This one will be in the record books. You can kind of say, I was there when, back in 2026, when you have grandkids, Gigi.
I know, the great snowfall of eastern Carolina.
Yes, exactly. And that's, unless this becomes a normal thing now, I don't expect that to happen. What event? And I'm going to talk about some of the snow totals, the impacts, get the forecast. And we have another chance for a little bit of wintry weather coming in here Wednesday night. Don't stress. Low-end event, not a big deal, but nevertheless, sixth time this winter, going all the way back to early December, that we've talked about a chance for some wintry weather.
And to think when I moved here, everyone was like, oh, we get snow like once in a blue moon. Nope, 6 times already this year.
Greenville averages maybe 4 inches a year. Averages many years we get 0. Some most years we'll get 2 or 3 weather events with a 1 to 2, maybe a 3-inch snow. So yeah, this is a phenomenal high impact event we just went through.
Yeah, well, touching on all the impacts that we've been, feeling these past couple of days because of the snowstorm, we want to especially talk about the potential and the dangers of black ice on the roads. Obviously, the snow has been melting because of the sun, which has been wonderful, but at the same time, we haven't been able to reach above freezing overnight, which is causing some issues on the roads, especially those roads that, don't really get the sun anyways, so there's already problems there. And then with the rest of the melting, just sheets of ice, Yeah,
a lot of melting, a lot of water ponding on the roadways, and then the temperatures bottom out in the teens, and there are a lot of treacherous areas, a lot of icy spots, no doubt.
All right, so we do have a story. We talked to a few people from Greenville just talking about the dangers of black ice and what people should be looking out for.
This past weekend snowstorm has had many in shock.
This is like something I would see back home. Like, it's been crazy. Like, the day it snowed, it was spooky. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite spooky.
That tied with dangerous road conditions, with even local automobile shops having to tow and rescue a number of vehicles stuck in the snow.
I think Saturday night we got one and went out, weren't able to get it because of the conditions. Went back out yesterday, pulled out I think 4 cars and got 2 out today.
And with black ice now forming on the roads due to lower temperatures, it can be a danger for those driving at night.
So at first it wasn't too bad because it was mostly just slush and snow, but now that it's iced up, it's getting a little slippery, so I've had to drive maybe 15 miles under the speed limit.
Rico Stevens is warning drivers of the risks.
But right now what we're experiencing region-wide is you'll go through spots where the road is actually clear, and then, in a couple of 100 feet, you're on a solid sheet of ice. And unfortunately for some people, it's too late and they wind up in the ditch or being involved in a wreck.
In Greenville, Public Works will have an on-call crew that will respond to any slick roads, plowing and treating them with brine solution and salt. Officials encourage residents to drive carefully.
Take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Your stopping distance, increase it. And like I said, just take your time and you'll be okay.
Yeah, so it feels like these last few days, though, all of those primary major roads, especially in the Greenville area that I've been driving on, they've been really clear. Obviously, you do have to look out for any of those potential black ice spots, but for the most part, things have been looking really nice. A big shout out to everyone who's been working hard, all the DOT crews, all the public works staff, everyone who's been contracted to come in and help plow snow. They've been really busy these last few days, and your hard work does not go unnoticed, and the hard work just continues.
One of the expressions you used this morning on the morning show, community spirit, I think it was, or
yeah.
I had, I did get my car stuck when I finally tried to get home. Sunday morning. Gosh, was that right? Yeah, Sunday morning, post-storm. All the way down Highway 11, it was a mess, but I managed to get all the way to my road. I'm a quarter mile off Highway 11, and pulled into that road, and I knew right away as soon as I got in there, so that was a mistake.
Tough.
But the car got stuck immediately.
Right.
No less than 3 different vehicles stopped, helped me out, drove me to my house, got a shovel, came back, helped me dig the snow out, and then my neighbor plowed my driveway out, which was huge.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get in the driveway. I still wouldn't be able to if he hadn't done that. So the neighbors helping neighbors is a big part of big storms like this.
Yeah.
We all have certain things we just can't do. And those of us that can do it are very generous with their time and the resources they have to help out.
Yeah, it really just shows how great the community is here in Eastern Carolina. It's just everyone helping each other out in this time of need.
And it's such a time, again, because I had to leave my car at the gas station overnight because I couldn't get down the road. But again, the next day after my neighbor plowed the driveway out and enough traffic had driven down the road, I could inch my way home. And it's a good feeling to have your vehicle back home, to get back to normal, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about snow totals. I've been working on this graphic. The Weather Service, when they put out their final numbers, is correlating to something like this right now, about a 1-foot snowfall in the pink shade area. And there will be discrepancies within and outside of my contours here, but generally a foot of snow. Pitt, Martin County, Beaufort, into Washington, Terrell counties, Hyde County, all of inland Hyde County, a foot plus. Pamlico County, they got maybe some of the biggest numbers I've seen. There were some areas hitting 17, 18, 19 inches there. Same thing down towards New Bern, 16 inches, give or take. Down into Carteret County, Pelletier, which is extreme western Carteret County, was 19 and a half. That's the biggest number I've seen. 1.5 feet of snow on the ground there. Onslow County, a foot of snow plus. Same thing. Trenton, I think you guys had 16 from the Weather Service report there. Onslow and Pink Hill in Lenore County, 17 inches, 16, 17. I got to check those numbers again. I might be off by an inch or two, but you get the idea. Again, it's been about 40 plus years since many of us have seen this kind of blanket of snow out there. What an event. Today, trying to continue with some snow melt. Many, many, many dangerous roads out there. Obviously, you dump 1.5 feet of snow, a foot of snow. It's going to take time to get things back to normal. We're going to add a little more of a wintry risk coming in tomorrow night. This morning, again, the widespread black ice and the snow pack, that hard pack on the secondary roads, making them very, very difficult to use. I'm certain that most of the schools are closed or remote learning. I think you said, Gigi, is that right?
Yeah, quite a few of them.
And that may be the case for many of them. These kind of events, usually, it's a 1-week shutdown for the schools. If that doesn't happen, I'm sorry, kids, that I said that. Parking lots, sidewalks, it's not just the roadways, but all surfaces just locked in with snow and ice and a mess. All right, looking ahead to Wednesday night, light wintry mix, the way it looks right now. Nothing like this last event. Wednesday evening to sunrise Thursday, initially cold raindrops as the sun sets, changing to freezing rain, light freezing rain, and eventually the data suggesting more of a light snow here and there on the tail end, midnight to sunrise. Not much, though. A dusting maybe, central and northern counties. Watching the ice risk a little closer, 1/10 of an inch of ice accrual, potentially. It does not look like a power outage kind of event, but that's enough ice to get all these roads that have gotten so much better back to slick late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. Dangerous roads rebuilding. There's the rain. This is Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. Rain. Today we're quiet. Clouds come this afternoon. And then tomorrow we're under the raindrops. I've got 40s. Most of the data says 40s tomorrow. This model says mid to upper 30s. I think I went 38 actually tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, as that colder air comes in, the pinkish shading or salmon colored to me, that's freezing rain generally, and the blue is the light snowflakes trying to east southbound. But as it tries to, the air is drying out. So the supply gets cut off from the colder air eventually after a few hours of a wintry mix, and that's good news. This is not going to be an 18-hour heavy snow event. Cold raindrops to the wintry mix Wednesday night. under an inch, probably a dusting, maybe an inch extreme northern counties. And then again, we'll get everything out of here. Once we get it out of here, 8, 9 a.m. Thursday morning, I'm seeing a good stretch of dry days of no precip. Temp right now out the door, it's about 18-ish on the thermometer. Winds, nope, the wind chill's not an issue generally, maybe a couple of clicks down on wind chill values. It's cold enough to warrant a cold weather alert advisory along Highway 64 southbound for another couple of hours. Hasn't gotten quite as cold as anticipated, but certainly it's not fun out there as you head out. Today and tomorrow, that 43 I've got under tomorrow, I might have to lower that a little more. The cold raindrops tomorrow to the wintry mix tomorrow night with a 28-degree low. And then Thursday, precip exits, cold air doesn't, upper 30s Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Super Bowl Sunday, generally clear skies, still 10 degrees below normal. Normal is mid-50s in early February. Long ways from it. Overnights, at least there's no teens on there. I almost put a 19 in Thursday night, generally in the 20s at night. And yeah, that's a 51 on Tuesday of next week. Models, generally most of them, Gigi, showing a warm-up as we get in towards the middle of next week. Of course, that's 8 days away. So we'll have to see how that trend continues. But at least the possibility is now out there.
Yeah.
Starting a more reasonable thawing from this cold snap along with the wintry weather.
Yeah, something to look forward to. And also I think even this weekend, we're not seeing any kind of, snow, wintry mix, freezing rain. I feel like finally we'll be able to have a weekend where we won't have to shut the whole city down. It'll be nice. It'll just be, normally cold as we've been dealing with forever.
Mid-40s and sunny skies is nice. It's been pretty rough because for us that's like we're not going outside. It's 45.
Yeah.
Mid-40s for the weekend. It's party time. The snow, most of it will likely be gone by then. Save the really heavily shaded areas in the forest and the wooded areas as well. So by the weekend, most of the snow should be gone.
Great.
Overnight still in the 20s, but some mid-40s for afternoon highs. Party time.
We'll take it. All right. Well, thank you for the updates, Jim. And we do have a few people joining us over on Facebook. Thank you and good morning to Susan, Mindy, and Teresa, and Deborah also for joining us this morning. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be back again at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update. So hope you can join us then. Have a great day.